It's Week 12 of the 2024 season, and we'll see James Conner. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Rams and the Eagles, just ahead on EA Sports.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They dropped 4 in a row.
Can you remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. You talk about this Rams defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive.
And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry for James Conner. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Connor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw with May. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In motion goes McLeod. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. He tore Gross Matos there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7. Connor up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. Now a 3rd and 6.
Here's Flacco. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield. 9 yards that time. And the Rams had 2 and 8 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game. And
under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 51 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Looking to throw, May. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On the handoff, McLaughlin. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. They run behind center with Connor. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
Orlando Brown guilty of the infraction there. Now Flacco. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Passing play. Flacco. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary here running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
To the air, May. That one taken in by Corley.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's May. And that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
This completes to Corley.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
4th down, here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Flacco looks to throw. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Douglas, the man in motion. They'll throw with May. That is caught.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Flacco.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's May.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
To throw, it's May.
Open man is Ross, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the gun, it's May. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Throwing here is May.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Looking to throw. May.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Allen, excellent in the victory as his guys pushed their record up to 8-3 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Love leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Patrick Mahomes, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for LA. 51 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. Flacco. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ray McLeod from 8 yards out.
And the Rams are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Singletary to get the drive started.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
The throw out to Ross. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
To the air, May. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And good hustle. whistle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flacco. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Connor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. In motion goes McLeod. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flacco. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's McLaughlin. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Down at the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's the game of line. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Now it's Flacco. Pass is taken in by McLeod. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he's got this down to the 35.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Holding offense.
Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Carry from McLaughlin.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Passing play, Flacco.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
In motion, Aguilar.
Now Flacco.
A short throw there, pulled in by All.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
They'll throw with May.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here's May. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And we've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, Could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin, and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Flacco. He's got Burton here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Flacco looks to throw. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Flacco. Touchdown, Rams. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. Pass complete to Ali Cox.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looking to throw. May.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing here is May. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here comes 2nd down. Now Flacco. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Up the middle they go. McLaughlin.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
McManus on for a field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for L.A., the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.